to when we were at the Digi Tour, I think. We were invited by the Gregory brothers to come on 2 days of tour with them, which was basically a YouTube-sponsored concert experience. It was all YouTube acts. And kind of had a blast. And said, this just is surreal. It's so much fun. We would love to do this one day for an extended period. And that day is not.
Yeah. But at that point, we had kind of written it off as something we probably wouldn't be able to do for like a few years because it just seems, the whole idea seems so daunting. So we really didn't start actually talking seriously about it and planning it until like September.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it was after Digitour and the sort of concerts that we did at LeakyCon and then putting together the Slamaganza charity event, and we're like, wait a second, maybe we could do this.
Right.
Singing. We hope to, our goal with this tour, a phrase that we've been tossing around a lot lately is for this to sort of be like a celebration of the StarKid songs. And we want to give fans all the great things that they expect to see and also surprise them with things that, you know, where it's us giving our best performance that we've ever given is what we're aiming for.
Don't put that in there. That's an added pressure. Let's see how the show goes.
How did y'all decide, you know, kind of how to tackle the musical moments with a smaller group?
We've kind of just, the cool thing actually about that is that the music has gotten to be re-looked at and readjusted slightly. So certain parts have been divvied up among singers that didn't sing it originally. And I think, I mean, it's been fun. We've had fun having just 7 singers, being able to pare down the music a little bit and reinvent it. And like Clark, as our music director over here, has kind of adjusted a lot of the chorus parts and the harmonies, which is really cool, and taken some liberties in places. So I think it's been actually fun to have that challenge of like, okay, we don't have the person who sang the song originally. How will we redo it with who we do have?
Mm-hmm. Any sneak peeks that you guys can give us on maybe who's covering which songs that they didn't the first time around?
Everyone sings something they didn't sing the first time around.
That's a good answer.
That was vague, but awesome. Nice, you've been doing this a while, I see. It's like, how can I answer but not?
Lauren sings Lavender Brown's part when going back to Hogwarts.
That's a huge musical moment for you. I thought you can really do that.
Oh yeah, this is my big break, so get ready, America.
Can you talk a little bit about the creative process, either for the tour or the productions that you guys have done in terms of character development, music? Do you all have a say in kind of what crazy, wacky things your characters are going to do in the script, or is that owned by somebody? How does that work?
Well, Clark could speak to creative development for the tour, I think, because he's done a lot of arrangements of our songs. So, do you want to speak to that at all?
Yeah. What I've been trying to do is just treat every song as new songs, even though they've been performed before lots of times. Just take the songs and try and, you know, think of them differently, different people singing them, and maybe stylistically changing it up. I don't know.
So as like familiar as all the songs are going to be, they're also going to be sound different in what we hope is a really good way.
We'll see.
Auditory concert experience.
So a little bit kind of the fans knowing the song so well. One of the videos I remember watching, and it was some Potter event you all were at, and you guys started singing Going Back to Hogwarts. I don't know if the girls were there, I know the guys are there. And Darren starts singing, and end of the first verse, everybody starts to join in, and there was this crazy reaction. So I'm never going to be a rock star. What is it like for you guys to be at LeakyCon or be at these events and hear everybody singing those words and those songs that you all did in college? What's that like? Is it surreal?
It's great because they also drown you out in case you hit around. I love them for that.
Yes, it is.
But it's also really cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
They'll beat you down if you say the wrong lyric, too.
Darren screwed there then.
Actually, he was here year, like in August, he did this Market Days event, literally just down the street. And I remember I had this moment where I was running late. They were all there. I had been doing stuff, so I ran to the concert late. And I'm walking down the street, like a street that I walk down every day. And the sound of Not Alone, one of the songs from the show, is literally like wafting through the street. And I was like, this is so weird. Because as much as that was one of his epic songs, it was a song from a show we did in college, in the basement. And here it's like playing through the street in Chicago. It was crazy.
And the old people were dancing to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just cool because it's nice to see groups of people that have formed their own connection with something that is personal to you.
That's kind of a common. That's sort of like a common theme. With a lot of, yeah.
You look badass right now.
Oh, thank you. But that is sort of a common thread between a lot of our events, is that because we're an online first company, sort of, or yeah, sure. That's where all the fans meet each other. So then, our concerts and LeakyCon and just places where we decide to go show up somewhere often become a nice chance for the fans to actually meet each other and hang out.
And for us to meet the fans.
Yeah, for us to meet
we,
the fans.
we do things so infrequently. There's not, we're not putting out something every week where we get to bring in people and have them see it live. So it's so, I'm still like taken aback every time there's a big group of people and go, why are they following us? We're just getting sandwiches or something. It's really exciting. It's really exhilarating, especially, and I know for the tour too, it's going to be such a new experience too, because it's just going to be, it's like a concert. When we had this experience on the Digi tour back in April, it was the first time we kind of had this experience of us just singing songs and people there to watch other bands play and other musicians play, and it was so surreal to go. We did silly plays in college, and now we're on a tour.
That's the thing that's amazing and kind of poetic almost, in that we started off as a group of friends, and we really are friends. Like, it's not, this big guys that we're putting on, and we're just pretending we like each other when, the YouTube is on.
That'll come later.
But, right. But it's nice because people are able to find friendships, and, friends beget friends, and musicals aside, it's amazing that us as a friendship unit, we have all been able to bring other people together and help them find more friendship units.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Friendship unit.
Find your friendship unit.
Created the VIP tickets was because we just know that we're not going to have time to do what we normally do, which is hang out after a show and greet every fan that's there. In Starship, we would hang around the center on Halstead until they shut the building down, and then hang out outside it in the cold in February. Just to see everybody. Because why not?
We gotta load out, get on that road.
Gotta get on that bus.
Go to the next beach.
Get on that stinky, annoying bus.
And play rock band.
And play rock band. From New York is going to your show at Irving Plaza.
Cool.
And she says that while she's really excited to have Darren join you all for the New York City show, she wants to know if you'll have to rework the production to accommodate
completely and entirely.
Darren, or does she get the full experience that everybody else is going to get?
I mean, we're not going to sing Harry freaking Potter and then have a spot where we just are imagining Darren singing. It's we're going to have people fill in, and then when Darren comes to the show, we'll figure out how to put him in. It's something we're thinking about. We're talking with Darren about. It goes back to the challenge of trying to make it a nice, surprising, original show that just feels good to watch. I think people want to come to the show because they want to see us together. Is one big thing. So hopefully they don't feel like they're missing out on anything.
Yeah, I think both are going to have their merits. Both.
I think every show is going to be its own experience. It's going to be.
Except the best one is going to be in Boston.
Is that where you are?
Because that's going to be the most special. Because I will.
We'll make sure.
Which is also the largest venue.
It's the largest
audience.
There's gonna be some different experience. Dallas is 400 people, and Boston Boston is 2,200.
Oh,
So it's
also-
like that's gonna feel different.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the sheer size of the show. So
20 people in my family are coming to Boston.
Oh, yeah? Did they snag my nighttime tickets then?
Schwartz experience. Well, no, because they were already set aside.
Do they know someone? Is that kind of what happened there?
no.
They were just on there. They were just. I said, guys, we're releasing the tickets. I need you all to compulsively. At 5:01. 5 o'clock. My grandfather's a fiend.
So that was kind of one of my questions. What the hell were you guys doing the first time the tickets went on sale? Were you all just, is anybody going to buy them? What's going to happen? I mean, obviously you knew there was a huge audience for it, but what was kind of that day like watching ticket sales?
Well, previously, we've done well in the past is sold out small venues quickly. We've never, I mean, the biggest venue we've ever had a ticketed show for was what, 250 seats, right?
Like 175.
175.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, the idea when we first got in touch with our promoter, the idea of performing in a 1,000 seat theater was like,
we didn't want to do any venues over it.
there's no way that's going to work. But you know, when you know we found out in the first half an hour that in Boston, for example, they had planned to shut down like balconies in Boston that they then had to open back up within the first half an hour of sales, which blew.
We usually find out from the fans too when they've sold out. Because you know we just read Twitter and they go, oh no!
Yeah, it was actually pretty stressful because we just got a flood of hate mail.
Yeah, we just got a lot of hate.
Where we opened up the tickets and we went, it's happening, guys, it's happening. And we had a ton of things that said, you're not coming to Philadelphia? And then you go, oh, I'm sorry. And they went, sold out! Fuck you! And then you go, oh God, we're so sorry. We're so sorry.
I think everyone was surprised. I mean, we worked with a main promoter that like helped find all the venues for us. But like we also had to work with people that were local to each city, and a lot of these people had never heard of us and didn't really know what to expect. And so when suddenly they had a sold out show in less than a day, it was like,
They're like, why are we
it's like, let's add more, you know? So
yeah. It's like we're re-releasing this 90s movie and it's selling out.
Mark from Texas wants to know who you fear will be the most annoying to deal with on the bus during the tour, and who will be the one to keep things light.
Ooh.
I told you this was group therapy, and we're
I think Jamie will keep things light.
Yeah.
Jamie comes through.
Jamie?
And I think Jamie will also be
Jamie might.
It's okay.
That's why we have 2 buses.
We do have 2 buses.
One bus will have the annoying person on
I think that Beatles rock band is going to keep
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah. I can only hope.
I think that everyone else is going to make things a nightmare.
I think we'll all collectively make things annoying, and then Beatles Rock Band will
Beatles
make
Rock
everything
Band.
fun.
Here I am, face to face with a situation I never thought I'd ever see. Strange how a dress can take a mess and make her nothing less than beautiful to me. It seems like my eyes have been transfigured. Something deep inside has changed. They've been open wide, but pulled that trigger. This could mean